The power of words is very important. So if you're a Christian or if you're an ordinary person, you have to be very careful about the words that you speak, because words contain spirits and words contains power. That's why if you're an individual, be saying good things to yourself. When you wake up in the morning, just stand in the mirror or just stand anywhere. Be saying good things to your life. I'll be worthy. I'm the best. I can control myself. I can control my life. Be saying all those things to yourself. It will manifest to your reality. And also make sure that anything that you say, you be careful before you say it. Whether you are hungry or whether you are happy. Because words carry weight and words are very powerful. A lot of people consciously and unconsciously access so many things to themselves in which that affected their life. Because if you read the Bible, according to John chapter 1 verse 1, the Bible has specifically made us understand that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and God was the Word. So we have to be very careful. Words are very powerful. Don't take your words for granted. Immediately you take your words for granted, you might say something that you regret later. That's why you have to think before you talk. We are humans. We can become angry, our emotions will set in, but be careful of the words we say, especially if you're a Christian. It's very deadly because power has been invented into your mouth. Power is within your mouth. Because immediately you believe in Jesus Christ and you believe in the water baptism and the Spirit gospel, there are special gifts given to you. So please be very careful, because anything you tell someone or anything you say to someone, that thing might have effect on the person, regardless of what the person has done to you. I'm going to show you a quick video from Apostle Micheal. He brought out a deep secret and something that really happened. And he exposed so many things in this video, to the extent that he said something about pastorkumuyi.
Spirits don't travel with planes. Spirits travel when words are spoken. And so men must understand that every word they speak mobilizes spirits. Your words are spiritual locomotive agencies for spirits. And so a man will not have the activity of spirits around him unless he speaks. And so if you want to see the Spirit of God at work in your life, then you need to know how to talk the Spirit of God to work. If you want to see demons at work in your life, which nobody wants, but that's what they do, is to talk things that transport demonic spirits. Because whether you like it or not, so long as you begin to speak, spirit begins to travel. In Ezekiel chapter 2 verse 1 and 2, the prophet stood before the glory of God. He saw the brightness, he saw the excellency, he saw the splendor. In fact, he saw the cherubims. The excellency of what he saw was so much that he fainted. But with all of the activities that were happening, the Spirit of God didn't move. So you can come under a very intense atmosphere, the Spirit will not move. You can see the glory of God and faint under the power, the Spirit didn't move. The man was on the floor as a dead man after having seen the glory of God. And suddenly, he said in verse 1, he said, and he said unto me, Son of man, stand upon thy feet, and I will speak unto thee. And the next thing we heard was, he said, and the Spirit entered into me when he spake unto me. The moment words are spoken, spirits travel. What I'm saying here, spirits are moving. You may not feel it. After 2 hours or an hour plus, you will suddenly notice that the energy will change. Because the activity of spirits will become intense. As you keep speaking, they keep moving. As you keep speaking, they keep moving. In fact, if you study John chapter 11, when Jesus was invited to Lazarus' tomb, Lazarus was tied, bound, and kept in the tomb. And Jesus was there, nothing happened. Jesus wept, nothing happened. Imagine God crying. After God cried, nothing happened. And that weeping was not a joke. He wept bitterly, nothing happened. So you can cry over your situation as much as you want, nothing will happen. Even if God joins you in crying, nothing will happen. Because God joined Martha and cried, nothing happened. But when the Spirit of life was to be mobilized, Jesus showed up and said, Lazarus, come forth. Immediately, spirits moved. And the man was carried from where he was kept and he stood at the door. So what mobilizes spirits are words. So the words we speak every day is mobilizations for spirits. In John 6:63, he said it is the spirit that quickens. He said the flesh profited nothing. But how do you activate the quickening spirit? He said the way to activate the quickening spirit is by talking. Because the quickening spirit can be there, but he will not quicken. So he said the words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. So the way I mobilize the quickening spirit is by talking. But you talk from morning till night and you are not conscious that spirit moved. That's why you have not tapped into the mystery of spoken words. You think spoken words are for communication. And so you talk for a whole week. All you are doing is communication. A man who has entered the reality of the mystery of spoken words, he knows his words are a gift. That's why sometimes he will look at you, he will not say anything. You can talk, he will just nod. He knows if he talks to you, you are blessed. You will think it's pride, but he knows something. Have you not seen somebody share the testimony? He took a huge sum of money. A huge sum of money to go and see one of the fathers of faith. He came in from another country. He waited from morning to evening only for them to tell him, sorry, you can't see God's servant today. And the truth is God's servant was busy. Because since he came and sat outside, God's servant was in the office. And so when they were closing the office and asked everybody to leave and come tomorrow, he had to return to his country. Frustrated, he was just walking away. And to his dismay, not up to 5 minutes, God's servant was driving past. And he went down. My son! The guy turned. What is the challenge? He knelt down and said, I came from Sierra Leone. My ministry, I've been struggling. Nothing is working. I make flyers every week. Nobody comes. I do publicity and radio jingle. Nobody comes. I go live on the internet. Nobody's watching. And after putting all the labor of fasting and prayer, I come to church, talk to myself and my wife. I'm tired. And God's servant looked at him. Go forward. That's all. Go forward. That's all. The man returned to his country the next Sunday. In fact, he came back Saturday night, so there was no time for mobilization. And when he entered church on Sunday, as opening prayer was going on, all the seats in front were filled. He now knelt down and began to ask God to help him. He has been shouting there since. But a man who has a mystery spoke. Without flyers, without radio jingle. How did the people come? What brought them? What happened there? What brought them? When he said, go forward. All the spirits that are responsible for publicity went to work. That's when he discovered the remobilization. It's not flyers that do it. They are angels. Go forward. And without mobilization, all packed. And that's how ministry began to move from glory to glory. I heard another story of W.F. Kumuyi. They brought a madman bound in chains. And when he strode out, he looked at the people. The madman was all over the place. He said, leave him. So the pastors thought he was talking to them. They now said, he is violent. If we leave him, he just smiled. When the pastors saw that he smiled, they now left him. When they left him, they discovered the demons already heard and left. So when they say leave him, the demons obeyed first before the pastors came into understanding. But how do these people become so powerful? They know the power of war, so they don't throw their words around. They know when they speak, things happen. When they speak, people are blessed. When they speak, spirits obey. Because it is a mystery in the spirit. Men who struggle, they don't know that wars mobilize spirits. That's why they talk anyhow. The moment you come into this understanding, your words become few, because you know your words mobilize spirit, and you want to be careful the spirit you are mobilizing. That's the first mystery of spoken words. There are persons that have mobilized spirits against their own progress by the things they said. Nothing is working, and the spirit that is responsible for making things not to work say, thank you for the permission, I will go to work now. And the spirit goes to full-time job and nothing ever works, and they don't know what is going on. It doesn't matter whether you know it or not. This is a reality in the spirit. Number 2, words transmit life and death. I showed you already in John 6:63. He said, the words I speak, they are not communicative emphasis or realities. He said they are spirit and they are life. That means when you want to increase the quality of your life or the life of somebody, speak it. So life is encapsulated in words. So also is death encapsulated. And so if they ask you, where does life dwell? Life dwells in words. That's why in John chapter 1, it said that word was made flesh. No, it said in the beginning was the word was with God, and the word was God. It said the same was with God in the beginning, all things were made by him. Without him was not anything made that was made. It said in him, in the word, it said was life. That means the capsule of life is words.
I know you finished listening to what apostlemichealorokpo has said in this video. Please be very careful. As I said earlier on, be very careful of your words. If you're a believer of Christ, you believe in Jesus Christ, you've accepted the water baptism and the spirit gospel, be very careful about your words. Say good things to yourself. When you wake up in the morning, make sure that you say good things to yourself. It will manifest. And also visualize. We have so many things, so many gifts God has given to us. It's in the Bible. And if you're a Christian, you've not been reading your Bible, please read it, because there are a lot of secrets in it. No one is powerful than anyone. A lot of people are having knowledge that you don't have. So if you also pursue knowledge, you can get that knowledge. But I'm repeating it. Say good things for yourself. It will manifest. It will manifest because you're a spiritual being in which you have a cover. The body that you see is just a cover. You have a spirit within you. That spirit within you is what you have to be talking to. What makes you talk is the spirit within you. What makes you walk, what makes you do all activities on earth is the spirit within you. This is just a body. This is just a container in which, if you are no more on this planet, to go back to the soil. If you now accepted Jesus Christ as your Lord and personal Savior, please accept Christ. You might not know the time you die. You know the time you were born. But when you die, you don't have any idea about it. Accept Christ. It's a choice that you have to make. I always say this. If you die before you see, you've not died before, so you don't know what is entailed when you die. When you die, we have so many mysteries over there. If you want to know what will happen, just read Revelation. You get to know so many things after death. So please be very careful. Accept Christ so that you can get a shield. Because spirit never dies. The spirit dies in us. It will never die. Life is a transition. We will continue our life. So if you don't have higher power protecting you, guiding you, when you die, you'll be doomed. So accept Christ so that when you are no more on this planet Earth, you can enjoy eternity. Christianity is free. You don't have to do anything. Just have your belief and your faith. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you another time.